Welcome back to Clear Cut. Russian citizens are under a travel warning, alerting them to the dangers of going abroad. But that didn't stop a high-ranking Russian operative from meeting with American officials on U.S. soil. Senior defense correspondent Shai Ben-ari has the details.
These days, if you're Russian, you may very well be confused over exactly where you can and can't go. The Russian Foreign Ministry issued the following travel warning on Thursday to its own citizens.
Despite our calls to improve cooperation between the relevant US and Russian authorities, US Special Services have effectively continued hunting for Russians around the world. Considering these circumstances, we strongly insist that Russian citizens carefully weigh up all the risks when planning trips abroad.
The statement notes that in 2017 alone, more than 10 Russian citizens were arrested following requests from the U.S. government in such countries as Spain, Latvia, Canada, and Greece. Some of these cases involved individuals suspected of cybercrime. The statement also mentioned former Russian pilot Konstantin Yaroshenko, who it says was, quote, illegally abducted in Liberia. He is currently doing 20 years in a New Jersey prison for drug smuggling. But beyond criminals and possible agents, a range of different high-ranking Russian officials are targets of U.S. sanctions.
This is all intended to put pressure on that government and hold them responsible for not only meddling in our elections, which, by the way, let me mention, there are lots of reports about Russia meddling in other countries' elections as well.
But it seems those sanctions are flexible. This is Sergei Naryshkin. He is the head of Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service. In 2014, he was placed on a U.S. sanctions blacklist by the Obama administration. According to Russian state media, Naryshkin met with American counterparts last week near Washington, despite those sanctions.
We have the ability to waive that so that people can come into the United States. It is no secret that despite our many, many differences, and we just talked about them with the Russian government, we also have areas where we have to work together. And one of those is combating terrorism and ISIS.
It appears that when it comes to U.S.-Russia relations, little can be taken at face value. Shai Ben-ari, I-24 News.